Hi everyone. Yesterday morning, you know, this has happened time and time again, but yesterday morning I witnessed it myself and I put a video on about it, about the Turkish Coast Guard coming into Greek waters and taking boats. This is an interesting one. This is, I don't know what's changed, but this is not just one incident, believe me. A few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, a boat came into EUTurkey and it chased at 4:30 in the morning, and the Turkish Coast Guard came within 200 meters of the Greek coastline. There was another incident over in Caracas 3 weeks ago. The Turkish Coast Guard come in and took a boat there. They're coming in and taking the refugees that are coming across. They're going through the Greek halfway line. They're coming across, and the Turkish are coming right across, right off the coast of Greece, in Greek waters, and taking the boats. There is an actual video that is on Facebook, and they actually have the GPS coordinator where the Turkish are in Greek waters picking up a boat, taking a boat full of refugees. They say they're coming in rescuing. Bullshit. The boat yesterday, you watched it, it was trying to get away from the Turkish boats. It was being watched, everything else. What it looked like, the Turkish boat put off its little speedboat. They get behind the refugee boat with their big stick and the big metal ball, smash anyone around the engine, then smash the engine so it's dead in the water. This is not rescuing. This is abuse, and it's abuse being paid for by the European Commission. Okay. And the European people are paying for this also. Yeah. These abuses we've seen the water cannons, we've seen the slicings of boats, we've seen people going in water time and time again. How many people have actually died because of these abuses, I don't know. But this was the EU-Turkey deal. But the thing we have a problem with now is that Turkey, there's something has changed in the last couple of months, and Turkey seem to be allowed to come into Greek waters. This week we've had fighter jets over Lesbos. Dogfight in between, because Turkish are coming into Greek territory with their fighter jets, and there's been 2 incidences this week. So that's going on above our heads. You have Erdogan and his deputy saying these islands belong to them, and now Turkish boats are allowed right into 200 meters off the shore. This is a very, very dangerous situation. When we were talking about this last night, we had a group of people together talking about this situation, and they say, well, the right wing, especially here, the right wing of Molivos and Petra and that, they want this. They want the Turks to come in and take the refugees back. They don't want them here. So they're going to kick up stink saying, yeah, we want the Turkish to come into Greek waters 200 meters off and take the refugees back to Turkey. 2 things here. One, where does that stop? Do you let the Turkish Coast Guard, if the refugees get off the boat and run on land, do you let the Turkish Coast Guard come off the boat and chase the refugees and take them back? Do you let the Turkish come in with their army to the camps Moria and Karatepe? Do you let them come in onto Greek soil and take these people? Where do you draw a line? You know, the line is meant to be out there 4 kilometers out there, not 200 meters off the shore. Now why has this policy changed? I think, personally myself, I don't know, I can't see the Greek government allowing this, but I would have thought maybe it's the European Commission again. They are trying to stop any way they can refugees landing on Europe's soil. This opens up another scenario here, because the Greek government have a big heart and everything else, and when people make it to the shore, they make sure they're registered and their problems are solved, you know, why they run and everything else, and if they get asylum. Yeah? The way I look at it, because the Greek government has said they're not sending people back to Turkey, because, you know, I don't think they think Turkey's a safe country, and plus they think people are coming because their lives are being threatened and everything else, and they're coming from war zones and that, so they're making sure they go through the due process of asylum. So that makes me think what's going on here is not the Greek government, but the EU Commission. They really want to stop this. That's what makes me think these policies is EU. Yeah? They really want to stop anyone seeking asylum completely. They're not even giving them the chance. They're going to stop them here, and they're going to do it any way they can. Yeah? So much for civilized Europe, and so much for the people running Europe. Yeah? You've destroyed the Geneva Convention, and you've destroyed all human rights in Europe. Now you're abusing people that are coming across into Europe. You're grabbing them, you're getting the Turkish Coast Guard to pick them up and take them back out of Europe. This has to be against the law somehow. There must be something there to say this is wrong. Yeah, and now the EU Commission have said that every country within Europe can send its refugees back to the port of entry. If the EU have not done enough damage to Greece, and the IMF and the EU Commission have not done enough damage to Greece already, now they want 1 million people to come back into Greece from all over Europe. Unbelievable. You know, this is really unbelievable. I don't know the outcome of this one, I really don't. But where does it stop? Where does it stop? When you have a government wanting these islands, and people are letting their Coast Guard and that come right into Greek waters, it's a very, very dangerous situation. It's a very dangerous situation. You know, they're coming into Greek sovereignty. Yeah? They're flying their jets above. Everything's racking up like this. Now, okay, you have the right wing saying, we want this to happen. But what happens when the Turkish starts coming on the shores? You're going to have the right wing saying, yes, this is good, they're taking the refugees. Then how far does it go? How far does it go? A lot of these right wings say, I'm a patriot. But they're letting this happen. They're letting the Turks come in. You know, there's a lot here to be discussed. There's a lot here that's happening that shouldn't be happening. Yeah? Europe's done a lot of damage to Greece already. Yeah? Now you have refugees thinking they're in Europe and they're safe, and you have another country coming into the sovereignty of this country and grabbing the refugees and taking them back. I don't know where it goes. I don't know how far it goes. I know what's happened in 2015 and 2016 in Europe is absolutely fucking disgusting. I know, you know, I'm looking at the internet now, and it's not just me. There's hundreds of people doing songs and everything, how bad 2016 was, because we're coming up to the new year. And the thing is, it's still carrying on. It's still carrying on. You have these abusive people in power. And this is racism. You have these people that are racist in power. You know, don't say this is patriotic and this is this and that. You have people in Europe, in the European Commission, that are racist, full stop. That what they're doing is racism. Yeah? They're not even allowing people to come into Europe now who are true asylum seekers. Their lives are in danger. Their families' lives are in danger. They live in war zones. And they're paying governments to hold them back, and they're paying governments to go into other people's sovereign territory to take them back. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. You people need to go to The Hague. You people need to be in court. Yeah, because what you've done within Europe is disgusting. You've made Europe a disgusting place now because it's not civil anymore. Yeah? You've destroyed everything in 18 months. And you need to be taken to account for it. You need to be taken for account for it. And the media that is not putting out all the shit that's happening all around Europe and people on the streets this summer and everything else, and they're hiding it all, the media needs to be taken for it and asking the questions, why are you not saying this? When you have 300 people die off of Egypt and the front pages of the newspapers and that is about some celebrity, you know, this is disgusting. There's something gone wrong. Our morals have gone. Our morals in Europe have gone. Yeah. I don't know how we get around it or how we deal with it. Yeah. Maybe one day the people of Europe will stand up and we will push these bankers and these people that have caused all this problem out. Yeah. Maybe we do that. I don't know. We see. We see what the people want to do. But the people of Europe need to stand up and put Europe back to a respectable place and have some dignity left in Europe, because the dignity has been destroyed in the last 18 months. Okay, everyone. Thanks a lot. Bye.